Hello everyone and welcome back to another video today. Since we're all still stuck inside due to the current conditions and what's happening, I thought I would give you my top 5 things to watch wrestling wise since we are stuck in this predicament at the moment. These things I've actually watched a lot of this week and had time to be able to watch these. Although I am working from home, I obviously have spare time in the evenings. I'm not going out anywhere, I'm not seeing anyone, so being able to use technology and be able to watch these things is absolutely fantastic. So in no particular order, because I can't rank them, they're all either wrestling events or shows, one that's quite personal and special to me, so I can't rank them in any particular order because it's wrestling, and yeah, I know people love ranking things, but to me, all these events are pretty special. So the first one I want to start off with is WrestleMania 17. Now, I actually watched this again this week. What a fantastic show that was. The TLC, Rock versus Austin. There was so much good stuff. Vince versus Shane. It was just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. If you've never seen it, get on the WWE Network. Hit WrestleMania 17 and just sit down and watch it the whole way through. I enjoyed everything on WrestleMania 17, and Rock versus Austin, to me, that was the match. It was the match that I think maybe defined the Attitude Era in a lot of ways. All that series defined it. It really, really was fantastic. And you go back and watch that main event, like, you can see how amazing wrestling was, and wrestling isn't like that today. It's very, very different now. I don't want to be one of those guys, wrestling was better back in my day, but you watch Rock versus Austin, you can truly see what wrestling is about. So that for me was just brilliant, and a fantastic show to go and check out. One of, if not the best WrestleManias to watch. So again, if you haven't seen it, get on the WWE Network, buy the network if you haven't already got it, and do watch it. A fantastic WrestleMania. Next one I want to get into is Royal Rumble 2000. Now, this has a special place in my heart. This was one of the first pay-per-views I was ever able to watch. I never had Sky as a child growing up. Sky is a paid subscription service here in the UK. I got to watch the Royal Rumble 2000 when Channel 4, a free-to-air channel, bought the rights to WWE pay-per-views. I actually stayed up and was able to watch the Royal Rumble, and it was one of the most special events to me. I love that show. I absolutely loved it. You saw Hardy versus Dudley's in a tables match, and the Royal Rumble itself was so much fun, with Rikishi and Too Cool dancing, The Rock in there with the Big Show, and also another fantastic main event match, Triple H versus Cactus Jack, which, I mean, wow. I mean, what a match in MSG. I think people talk about Triple H and Cactus Jack, but that match, I think at the Royal Rumble, to me, on a personal level, should have been Mick Foley's retirement match. I know they did the Hell in a Cell later, and it was emotional, I think, at No Way Out. But to me, honestly, I think had Mick been able to have a retirement match, I think it would have been that one in MSG. I think it was such a good world title match, and I think it brought Triple H to a new level. And I think it really was one of the defining matches of Mick Foley in WWE. And I think one of the defining matches of Triple H as well. I think if you're doing a best of both, that match would be on it. So to me, that Royal Rumble just has such a special place in my heart. And also Taka Michinoku going over the top rope and his face hitting the floor. Just such a funny moment, and such a great time in professional wrestling. And also you have got the I think it was a swimsuit contest, which was very controversial at the time. Would never see that in WWE now. So it's funny to go back and look at this stuff and to see what they did and what they managed to get away with as well, because, wow, that was, it was an interesting time. A third one for the WWE Network, so my third pick, and again, another personal favourite for me, but one I think people should go back and have a look at, WrestleMania 29. this was my first WrestleMania. I was at this WrestleMania. I was with the Pro Wrestling Report, Damian Nelson, David Hero, Linda Kay, and I was with my best friend Dominic, and we were at WrestleMania. We were at the MetLife Stadium, and it was one of the most special things I've ever done. To be at WrestleMania and to be able to be live in that arena was something special. And I've not watched back that show for a long, long time. So I had to go back, and I wanted to go back and watch everything. And it was just, again, very, very special to me. It was just such a good show. And, you know, to see Rock versus Cena live, to see Triple H versus Lesnar, to see CM Punk in his final WrestleMania match, didn't know that at the time, but CM Punk versus Undertaker, I mean, it was just incredible, absolutely incredible. And got to see Daniel Bryan and Dolph Ziggler and all these fantastic talents live at a WrestleMania setting. Also, one of the most special matches to me on that show, and you can just see the corner of it up there, if I can get my hand right there. There is actually a picture on my wall of WrestleMania 29, and the picture that's on there is actually one of the world title matches on there. It's Alberto Del Rio versus Jack Swagger, now known as Jake Hager, in AEW. That is the picture I have on my wall, and I actually have 2 WrestleMania programs. One WrestleMania program signed by Jake Hager and by Alberto Del Rio, and another one which has it's flipped, so you've got 2 sides. One side WrestleMania, one side WWE Hall of Fame, and it's actually signed by Mick Foley, and my Hall of Fame ticket is also signed by Mick Foley. So that WrestleMania means so much to me, and I have some awesome memorabilia, and I've actually managed and worked with Alberto and Jake. So to be able to do that is so special, and it's just such an incredibly important WrestleMania for me. And it's amazing that I managed to work with 2 guys from that show. It's just incredible. Jake is awesome. Alberto is awesome. They're great guys, and can't wait to see what they do next. Professional wrestling, MMA, whatever those guys are pursuing, you know it's going to be really awesome. So best of luck to those guys going forward. But getting back to it, do check out WrestleMania 29. I think it's actually vastly underrated. I don't think people rate it as one of the highest WrestleManias. Maybe I'm biased because I was there, but I think WrestleMania 29 deserves to get a lot more credit than it does for just being a fantastic pay-per-view, and one that I will obviously never ever forget. Next thing to check out is not a WWE thing. You can go on YouTube, you can watch it all for free. That is the NWA Power Series. If you haven't checked out the NWA, it's run by Billy Corgan, and he owns the company, he bought the company, and they created, very long story short, but they created a series called NWA Power, studio wrestling from Atlanta. And Billy Corgan, along with David Lagana, put this thing together, and they created NWA Power, and it is fantastic. It's studio wrestling, which I never experienced. I'm probably too young to experience the studio wrestling. So it's got that old school vibe, but with a new school feel, and it's just something so special. Nick Aldis is a tremendous NWA champion. His delivery, his eloquence is just incredible. And Nick has really helped build the NWA from the ground up alongside Tim Storm, which they've told an incredible story with. Tim was the champion when Billy bought the NWA, and they've really managed to develop the character of Tim Storm. And I do encourage everybody to go and check out the backstory before watching NWA Power, because it really gives you a lot. I think if you watch the 10 Pounds of Gold series, you'll see a lot of the backstory of the NWA, and it really gives you a lot of context. And then the actual NWA Power show, there's so much good stuff. They've done season 1, season 2, and it's a shame at the moment. Obviously, they're not able to go on with NWA Power. They're not able to tape, but there is all this back catalogue. There are so many episodes to go back and watch, each one an hour long. Go back, check them out. Go and have a look at what they've done. There's so many good characters on the show. Camille, British guy, Tom Latimer. There's so many good people. Royce Isaacs. There's Trevor Murdoch, the Pope. Colt Cabana was on a few episodes. Mr. Anderson also on there. A lot of recognisable faces and new faces like Ricky Starks, who's going to be a massive star in the NWA. There's fantastic female talent like Marty Bell, Thunder Rosa, who's fantastic. Sienna, Melina, who used to be in WWE, ODB, who also there. There's so many fantastic talents within the NWA, and they're doing so many good things with them. I didn't even mention James Storm. I didn't mention even Eli Drake, the Rock and Roll Express. There's so much good stuff, and it is all for free. So if that big, huge, rambling promo isn't enough for you to go and watch it, then I don't know what is. There is so much good stuff. It's all free on YouTube. Go and check it out. Go and watch it, because it is definitely worth watching and definitely worth getting into. I just get lost in it every single week, and it's such a good show, and it uses their performance to their full potential, I believe. And you're just seeing guys more relaxed. You're seeing them do what they want to do, and I just think it's a fantastic platform for so many wrestlers, and I'm really pleased, and I'm really excited for when it is able to continue, and we get to see what's next between Nick Aldis and Marty Scurll. And my fifth thing to watch, AEW Dynamite. Now, there's clips on YouTube. Obviously, you can see clips of the shows. I'm from the UK, so I actually ended up buying AEW Plus on Fite TV. The reason I ended up buying it was ITV are meant to be showing AEW Dynamite. However, I'm not going to go into why ITV suck, because you do. ITV, if you're watching this, you suck. You don't put the shows up on time. You should put the shows up on Thursday at 7, instead of which they end up going up on a Saturday or Sunday or whenever you feel like it. So in the end, I bought AW Plus, which is $4.99 a month. So it works out about just over $1 a week. And you get AW Live, or you can watch it on demand whenever you want. And I did that this week. So I bought the show, and it was fantastic. I was also able to, between commercial breaks, they still had the commentary running, so you're able to see other things as well and listen and hear other great commentary between Tony and Cody Rhodes, which was awesome. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was a tremendous show from them, even without a crowd there. We had Brody Lee in wrestling for the first time. Great promo by Jake Roberts. There was Matt Hardy and Chris Jericho's promo at the end. There was a fantastic wrestling match between Guevara and Kenny Omega. There was so much good stuff throughout the show. Darby Allin, again, with his promo and what he did. There was so much good stuff throughout the show, and I really felt AEW put on a fantastic show this week. But not only that, they've done so much good stuff in the past as well. Pac versus Neville, for example, was on Dynamite. That was a show from a few weeks ago. If you haven't seen that, go back and check that out, because that was awesome. AEW is a fantastic wrestling company. Dynamite has been tremendous, and it just gives wrestling fans a completely different option. If you're not happy with what the WWE are bringing out and what the WWE have, then check out AEW. Check out something new and different. They have some recognizable stars. They have Chris Jericho. They have Matt Hardy. They have Jake Hager. They have Jon Moxley. They have Kenny Omega. They have the Young Bucks. They have Cody. They have so many fantastic talents and new young stars coming through. Darby Allin, who I mentioned, Sammy Guevara, who's going to be an actual huge star in professional wrestling. These young guys, they're also bringing through fantastic talents. Jimmy Havoc, British guy, big up Jimmy Havoc. Great to see him on AEW. And such a diverse roster. They have so many Japanese talents from ladies wrestlers and women's wrestlers from Japan, Joshi talents such as Rio, who have just been a revelation. There's so many new different elements to AEW, which I love and enjoy. So if you haven't seen AEW, go and check out AEW on Fight. Go and check out AEW wherever you are in the world. go and see it, because it is fantastic professional wrestling, and to me, professional wrestling the way it should be. And it's a tremendous show. And again, I'm rambling on about it because I have so much passion for it. It's just fantastic and amazing. So those are my 5 in no particular order. Go and check them out. Go and see them. Go and watch them, and trust me, you will have a fantastic time looking at so much of this stuff, and it'll keep you very entertained during this time. Just to say again, everybody, make sure you stay safe. Only go out for shopping. Only go out for medication. Only go out for exercise. That is it. Do not do anything else. Everybody, make sure you look after yourselves, make sure you all take care of each other, and let's make sure we all get through this. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will be out with another video very, very soon. Thank you so much.